We're mobile.
Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio.
KTDD Riverside, San Bernardino. Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
Los Angeles Lakers.
This is Xavier Henry from the LA Lakers. You're listening to IU Sports Nation.
Yes, we're live in the great city of Riverside. The iHeartRadio studios is IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. This is your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops right here. You know, one thing I'm excited about, and it just hit me right now as we went on the air, is we had a great time. And when you said Riverside, I had to think about it. We were at the University of California at Riverside. I don't like their cousins out in L.A., but I do like the ones out here. But it was we were a guest of A.D. Jones. Is it Smith Jones or?
I don't want to.
Because it's Tamika Smith Jones, right? That's the full name she goes by.
I do believe so.
Okay, so
yes.
I think I don't know if it's hyphenated or
but
not.
I know A.D. Jones is what.
There you go.
Is what she's affectionately known by.
And I would say this. I appreciated the missus came out.
Yes.
Miss Coach B came out. And Miss Jones allowed us to sit courtside. I got to say, that's the first time in my life I've ever sat courtside at anything, except for a badminton tournament, I guess.
Right. Just, I have to say.
Bad call at the end of the game.
Ooh.
Yes.
Did I compose did I do okay? Because I know.
I know that Riverside came out of you.
Well, first, like, Punch knows, like, you know, we go to the games. And speaking of that, my man Hooker B was there. Big up to B Hooks. He's out there. And it just, when I say it's a great thing going on, it was great because Tamika, Miss A.D. Jones, you know, she's there. She has her son hanging out with my man, you know, B Hooks, who's, you know, he's doing a really great job out there at Bobby Bonds Park, you know, for the young kids. And then the good thing about it was, what I was really excited was just the way they had it hooked up, man. Really nice. I mean, you know, they have good food there. But yeah, I had to kind of.
I was stuck on the adult beverages. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. We all were.
I didn't know there was food.
Right. I was just like, wow.
I told Brandy, I said, act like you've been somewhere. I'm like, I know there's no limit to the drinks, but act like you've been somewhere. You
know, that's always great when I can't take you nowhere.
You know.
Normally my girl's telling me that. She's always
and then you go back there. She's like, bring me another one. Like, hold up. I'm going to have to top you off.
I see your face too. I was like.
I know you were stuck in the middle like, well, what do I do?
I said, well, I'm just going to go. And I didn't let y'all handle that. But no, it was great. We had a great time. And yeah.
UCR against UC Davis.
Yes, UCR against UC Davis. And really, hey, I got to take my hat off to the girls at UC Davis. They came to play.
Cloud, who was on the show last week, had a good game. And our girl Skylar from Grand Terrace. Yes. Grand Terrace alum. She's doing really well. Really Division I.
Really excited about her. We saw her growth. And then, you know, you get a chance to, and again, with Skylar, last name?
Lewis.
Skylar Lewis.
That's it.
Out of Grand Terrace. She was in our All-Star game last year, which is coming up soon. We want folks to make sure you guys look out for that. It's the Inland Valley Classic. Will be coming up soon. December, you know, All-Star basketball game. But, yeah, we had Skylar Lewis there. I mean, you just see her growth from a year. And, you know, the coach said, hey, she's progressing accordingly. But, again, yes.
We got a chance to see her coach. Grand Terrace girls basketball coach. He was there. So, we're talking about UCR and a game, you know, I guess I'm at liberty to talk about this because Miss Jones was a little fired up herself. I
was. You know, especially at the house.
And here's the thing, and I'll ask anybody, answer this question. In basketball, do you or do you not have to have possession of the ball to call a timeout? That's what I thought.
Correct.
And my 41 years walking this planet, that's what I thought. You had to have possession of the ball.
So, yeah. I think the coach was a little stunned.
So you got about 15 seconds to go. UCR goes up, misses the shot, and then the ball is about to roll out of bounds. And UC Davis calls a timeout. They give them a timeout. Yeah. I think it was maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds to go.
Right.
So UC Davis sets up a play, scores with 1.1 second to go.
Yeah.
They called a timeout and did not have possession of the ball.
Right. Well, and again, here's one thing I always say about, like, you know, my beef with Mike Jordan. You got to make the shot. And, you know, big up to UC Davis. They made the shot. And, you know, and the whole, you know, again, the girls will be going to the
Big West. So that game was March 2nd at 7 o'clock Thursday night. We were there. They lost 59-61. And their next game, the first round, is going to be March 7th, Tuesday night at the Pyramid in Long Beach. And that's the tournament. It is So they will be at the their tournament, if they make it, is at the Honda Center. So that's the Big West tournament at the Honda Center. One thing I'm excited about, I know we like to talk about the Inland Empire sports.
Yes, we do.
But it's like 6 degrees of separation. I'm excited Cal Baptist is joining the WAC conference, the Western Athletic Conference.
Yes, I did hear
What
that.
I like about that is the school I actually attend, Grand Canyon, is in the WAC. So now I'll be able to see my team right here in Riverside once a year. They play UCR this year too.
Yes, I did. I heard about that. So, but no.
Thunder Dan is the coach.
Yeah, we have. Is he?
Yeah, Dan Marley is the coach. Remember that?
Hey.
Who did he dunk on?
Yo, who was that? Yeah, I'm about to say.
Was it Kevin?
Good call.
It wasn't Kevin Johnson.
A big up to our guy Punch in the house, but yeah, I like what Punch said. He yanked on a lot of people.
It was that iconic one where he had his knee up in his Adam's apple when he jumped up and went over him. I'll pull it up and I'll Google it.
Well, you see, you might be talking. You're not talking about Tom Chambers, right?
Oh, you're right, Tom Chambers.
Tom
you're right.
Chambers
That was Tom Chambers
with the two.
Yeah, because it was a Kevin Johnson. He dunked.
No, Kevin Johnson.
He was on his team.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson was on the team, and Kevin has the iconic dunk against Akeem.
Yeah,
which I saw live.
Yeah,
I'm glad to say that I saw live.
Yeah,
and when I tell you, boy, like that gave everybody that was like, like 6 under and above, hope right there. You know what I mean? KJ came through there and just.
Yeah.
So
that was a nice one.
That was beautiful.
And speaking of All-Star games, we got to talk about. I know we talked about the Inland Valley Classic. It's coming up next month, but this month we're excited.
Yes.
IE Sportsnet is happy to join in and sponsor the Desert Valley All-Star Game.
Correct.
So we're excited about that. I know that Coach Malecki was going to try to call in, but I know he had a few things going on. So I don't think he's going to be able to get on the phone this today.
We can give him the details then.
But the game will be Friday, March 34th at Lakeside High School in Lake Elsinore. That is an amazing campus. We've been there a couple of times. We're excited. One thing that we're happy about is the sponsors.
Yes.
We value and appreciate the gesture of all sponsors, and that's from Coach Malecki. So I'm speaking on his behalf. So the Press Enterprise is the premier sponsor. IE Sportsnet, we're the corporate event sponsor. So we're up there in lights. We have some sponsorships as well. Riverside County Sizzlers, Gear to the Max. We have to check them out. Coach Rob Hamner, we have to check him out. He has some good gear. I think we saw him. We were at the Max Prep Tournament a couple of years ago. Great uniforms. Logo Joe's and Murrieta. Jose, you try to say that name. GSIS.
Yeah, good.
I don't think I copied this one. These are the reads. And then Weather Elite Basketball, DCH Auto Group Temecula. I need a car. DCH, can you look out for me? Can you look out?
I'm about to say, yeah, we could. You know what? We need to get.
The roster's online as well. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we need to make sure we pull those up. We're talking about the desert. It's the Desert Valley All-Star Classic. Is that what?
Correct.
I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly.
Correct.
All right.
You're only a sponsor.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm saying. You got the reads, brother. But no, big up to Coach Todd Malecki. When I say this guy has Twitter fingers. I don't know. He is. He has been active online. So big up to Coach Todd Malecki. But we have some hot topics that we're going to be talking about today, Coach B. The Lakers are in the news.
Yes.
I got a lot of people that are going hard on the Lakers right now, and we got to talk about that. Who's tradable? Who's not tradable? What's going on with
I'm almost ready to give up my fan club membership. If this infighting continues, you
got to get the people. Coach B, are you serious?
Yes,
sir. You got to get the people up. We'll talk about that.
Well, here's the difference: is it's a family issue. I know we'll talk about it. So
yeah.
So it's different when the family gets involved. So you can remove your family member from a position, but he's still an owner.
Right. But we'll talk. I guess we're going to get into that detail. Again, Lakers are definitely in the news, and then we also have Lonzo Ball.
Yes.
We got to talk about Pops.
Yes.
How do you know?
You met him at the Inland Valley Classic when Lonzo was a junior, and he told you he was better than anybody then.
Here's our backstory, and this is before Lonzo. Well, Lonzo Ball was he was hot at that time, but he wasn't like in the news as he was then. He was a junior at the time.
Right.
He was in his junior year at the time, and we were hosting our Inland Valley Classic,
right,
which is the San Bernardino County All-Star basketball game, which is held at A.B. Miller. And so at the beginning, we had the girls' game first. So when the girls' game concluded, Coach Rome was like, "Hey, here's what's my man's name?
LaMelo.
No.
LeVar.
LeVar Ball. He's like, "Hey, here's LeVar Ball. Very first, cool guy, but very outspoken and loves him some Ball brothers. Which he should.
Right.
His boys. So he was like, hey, look, I don't know what's going on here. He was like, but my guys need to be in there. He needs to be in this game. So I was like, okay.
He's a junior.
But and so I'm kind of like, okay, I don't understand. And then Coach Rome was like, well, he's a junior. And he was like, well, he's the best kid in here. And at the time I was like, well, that's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, and Coach B's like, he's like, oh, that's the Drake guy.
Yeah, I didn't know it until afterwards.
Yeah.
Because on the back, when you say the Drake guy, because on the backstory the funny thing is, when my daughter, who now is at Etowanda, when she was in the 8th grade going into the 9th grade, she wanted to see an Etowanda basketball game. So the game we went to see was a baseline league game. And on the court was Jordan McLaughlin, who was a senior at the time.
Right.
And then the sophomore, Lonzo Ball.
Right.
So, I mean, and those are the two starting point guards for USC and UCLA.
Exactly. They've been going at each other for a while now.
Yes,
So they're very familiar with each other. But, yeah, at any rate, that was our little backstory that, Papa Ball was like, look, my boy's ready to go right now as a junior. And truth be told, he really was.
Absolutely.
Just to keep it real. So,
absolutely.
And I think a lot of people are going in on him saying, hey, he shouldn't be outspoken like that. Look, you need a salesman.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna because that's what an agent's job. You look at what's our guy? What's the agent? Terrell Owens' agent back in the day.
I forget. I know who you're talking about with the slick hair.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
You have to have people like that, and who better to have like that than your pops? I mean, yeah, he's saying some crazy stuff, but I mean that's what you want. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you want to do. So it's like,
you're gonna talk about your kid, man.
Hey, that's what it is.
We're gonna get ready to take a break. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
Before we do that, I want to say Gear to the Max. Gear to the Max and Design Pros have teamed up to create the Coachella Valley leader for custom athletic uniforms and promotional attire. If your team or office needs a professional-looking uniform or a new custom logo designed by a pro to be embroidered or silkscreen on T-shirts, hats, hoodies, or polos, visit them at geartothemax.com or place an order by calling Raul Servin at 760-799-9967. I like his last name, Servin. I like that. So let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah!
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year, we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
What's up? This is Nick Young of the LA Lakers. You rocking IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we're live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on Fox Sports 1350.
Coach B, today's a really exciting event we're going to be having. We're going to be, we've been working with these gentlemen for quite some time, and really excited. It's going to be the IE Got Buckets 20 today, the AAU tournament. Really excited about that, Coach B.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny, we were just talking about this off air. You know, the majority of, any kid that is balling, they're going to come out of the AAU circuit. And so many kids out there have started on that AAU circuit. So we're excited about that. And we're going to have Coach Anthony is going to give us a call. He's going to call in at the 30-minute mark. I know right now he's getting all set up and he's getting ready to have everyone come out. I believe the tournament is going to be at Cal State San Bernardino. So that should be good stuff. That's right by the house. Well, I shouldn't say right by the house. I don't want to say, I live in Fontana. It's in the same county. Let's go ahead and say that. So, we were looking at some of the good news out there, and I know one of the big shockers, Michelle Gardner has been talking about the playoffs and whatnot, and I think she was saying that the Los Osos girls are going for the first CIF title in school history. But,
yes.
The earth is still spinning. The sun still comes up and goes down. I say that because Chino Hill's lost. But
man, well, and a really crazy game, Coach B. You got I don't know how tall Manu Bull's son is, but he came straight
Bull.
Yeah, he came straight off the plane from out there, hanging with Shaka Zulu and them, came straight to the court and got after it. I'm trying to tell you, my goodness. He was only there for a month.
I don't know how long he was there. That I don't
I'm just
know.
keeping it real. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And he came out there. All of a sudden, he out there slapping stuff around. So but yeah, big. Modern Day came through. Right now, have they lost yet?
That I don't know. I'll take a look at it. I know that they're not the IE, so I don't really watch them.
We don't. Yeah.
But I know the Colony Boys. They're going for a Division II AA title.
Yes, they are. I saw that.
So that's pretty good. And then, like we said, the Los Osos girls. And what I'm doing right now is just full disclosure. I'm looking at Miss Michelle Gardner.
Doing a really good job. That's what, truth be told, that's why I've been has been one of my main news sources to get information. Michelle Gardner's been doing a really good job. So peace to her.
We got to have her give us a call in because
because she has the scoopy loopy.
Because these guys are doing they're doing real well, and Colony is one of those schools. It was supposed to be a big year for them in football, and it didn't go to expectation.
Right.
My son BJ, I tell you, I'm gonna call him 24/7 Sports, or Scout,
right?
Because he is on everything. He was telling me
Rain
that,
Man.
I know, right? What's his name? The kid that I can't think of his name. He was a running back that came from Upland and went to Nate Tilford. He said Nate Tilford is already at Arizona. I heard about that.
I heard about that.
I think he said that Not Jalen Redd. Jalen Redd is still here, but I think he said that Thomas Graham is already at Oregon.
Yeah.
So
a lot of kids are making that move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who used to sing that song? That was Shalimar. Make that move.
Exactly. It's good and it's bad. I understand kids do that because they want to get an early start.
Right.
But the thing about it is, I mean, you think about senior year, these are memories you're going to have for the rest. You prom.
Hey, let me tell you something.
These are things for the rest of your life.
One thing I did know is I did it up my senior year in high school.
Right?
I mean, because I knew one thing, like people, like my dad would always talk about, I used to hear people talk about, man, like. So
and
I
then
knew,
like your senior year.
Yeah, I knew to hold on to that. But real quick, I wanted to make sure we made that note. Los Osos girls, again, big up to them. Los Osos girls going to be taking over to the CIF championship. And again, that's head coach Donisha Buckner. She's leading her players to a big, a huge game coming up. And big up to Michelle Gardner doing a really great job on that.
Yeah, she does really good news. She gives us all the good stuff. I'm looking at Pete Marshall. He has a great story about Redlands East Valley lost to El Toro in the Division I final.
Right.
So at Corona. So that's and you know what? The funny thing, I saw a picture of our coach Bruick. He was at they showed pictures of him because Redlands East Valley was in the finals and it was at Corona.
Really?
Which is interesting. So
that is funny.
That maybe once you get to that level, they want to have it at a neutral site. Indian Spring boys, falls, and penalty kicks.
A lot of soccer news going on too. There's a lot of guys, a lot of young ladies and guys that are doing some really good work out here for us. Representing the Inland Empire in terms of soccer.
And it's funny you say that because we will soon be doing the Inland Valley Soccer Classic.
Football.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
yes. So right now we're getting ready to do the Inland Valley Basketball Classic, which is going to be April, and then the Soccer Classic will come in March or May. May.
Another quick local update. I know you'll like this. Corona Centennial star quarterback Tanner McKee. We've seen him live a couple of times. He just got his latest offer. Drum roll, please, if you don't mind.
Was UCLA.
Oh, thank you.
I heard.
No need. No need. No, I mean, look at that. He don't even want that.
Yeah. Next. Now, we don't need no drum roll. We don't need
look at it. He cut that right off.
We do not.
But
I stay abreast when it comes to the
so now they got Jalen Phillips out there.
Yeah. I always look at what the enemy's doing. I always see what they're trying to do.
Right.
But I would say this: they have made a calculated move because they do their camp out here.
Right.
They've done their camp here, last 3 or 4 years?
Yes. Kenny Clark Jr.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen a lot of guys local who've right here, and they're getting. Look, news alert! There's some stud muffins out here. I'm trying to tell. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I guess the word has gotten out. Piece to Corona Centennial, really putting everybody on the map out here. So,
and that's a well, I would say it was Bruick at Fort High, but when you look, I mean, when he won a mythical national championship.
We talking about right now, brother.
But the thing about it, when you look at what they've done, because they didn't get a quarterback this past recruiting season.
Correct.
So that may be a really good move for Tennessee, because that what's his name is the guy from Bosco.
Well,
that's the quarterback. I can't even think of his name right now.
Yeah.
But that Rosen. Josh Rosen.
Chosen one.
Yeah, because this is his last year.
Yeah,
he's gone.
yeah.
So this may be a good move for Tanner.
There's no doubt about it, because now you get a chance to sit back, watch him, get down. There's no pressure on you.
I've seen Tanner. He's got the measurables. He's 6'5".
There's no doubt about it. He has it.
He's got the arm.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yes, he is not the typical quarterback you've seen at Centennial.
No question. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We even said that, because we've seen all the quarterbacks that generally they're like shorter guys.
Right.
Can play football. No question about it. But he's like the prototypical, quote unquote, quarterback.
Exactly.
And he, even had offers from Alabama. What I mean? I'm hoping he doesn't go there, because we've seen how that kind of goes. But anyway,
big up to Blake Barnett.
Yeah, because he's going to be over at A-State. So shout out to him.
We gave him his first radio interview.
Blake.
No, because we had him on there, it was like
it was a phone though, right?
Yeah, when he called in. Yeah, remember?
Good call.
We had so many people. Yeah, he called in.
Good call.
Yes, sir.
Also, we got to give a shout out. This guy now, he's not from the area.
No, I'm not.
Thank you. You heard the mic just make that little muffled sound.
I know, right?
That was the comment. Back on that. But this guy is Christian McCaffrey, correct?
Yes.
Out of Stanford.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Son.
Yeah, let me tell you something about that guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has this thing. White boys can't play football. And I remember first time, you come in there, you go, let me see, because normally you don't see but they're rare breeds when you see, white cats at running back. And I remember the first time that I got the shock and awe treatment was our boy Toby Gerhardt over at Norco, and they was like, you got to go see this guy. And I was like, man, yeah, let me see. But Toby was out there. 300 yards racked up, the real deal.
Yeah.
And Christian McCaffrey, same guy. He comes in there. He's not really getting a lot of love, and all of a sudden he scoops. He had the fastest 40 yesterday. I want to say, the fastest 40, right there, close to the fastest 40, because they were talking about Fournette and the other running back that's supposed to be highly touted. I forgot his last name. But Chris McCaffrey comes out there, does that, and has one of the largest verticals, one of the highest vertical jumps, out of all the running. I mean, this guy can play.
Yeah.
So whoever gets that kid right there, McCaffrey, that guy, I don't know what, and you see what he did to your boys.
Who's going to have the number one, what's your deal?
Pardon?
You'll remember that? Well, that's what.
What's your deal?
Pete Carroll said to. To what's his name? Who's got it better than
Harbaugh?
Me? Harbaugh. What's your deal?
Yeah.
When you talking about that game, what's your deal?
Well, they better hope. Yeah, he don't. Let me tell you something. Yeah, that guy right there can play. So whoever gets McCaffrey, and we're talking. That's combine news. But
I don't even know what the. So do they have the order yet? I guess it all depends on needs, because I know they were saying, and we typically don't get off on IE Sports, but I know they were saying that the Cowboys need help on defense. So I guess it all depends on who. I know the Cowboys won't be picking number one, but I guess it all depends on where. Cleveland is one, San Francisco's two, Chicago's two, and those are teams that need quarterback.
Correct. Yeah.
So we'll have to see, and the Bears need a quarterback, even though they have USC alum Matt Barkley out there. I don't think don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, so I don't, it's going to be
Jacksonville needs a quarterback. Tennessee doesn't. Tennessee is the only team in the top 5 that doesn't need a quarterback.
Yeah, so and I can see a guy like Kaepernick going to Jacksonville. Keep it real. Just being honest. Just kind of the way they're getting down over there. But at any rate, we'll discuss that. We have some more local news like we were talking about. Coach, do you want to get into this now? Or you want to go to break?
We can. I know that Coach Anthony is going to give us a call. He's supposed to call us, so we can hang in for a second. He's supposed to give us a call in a few minutes. But what local news do we have?
Well, I wanted to get into this Laker joint. We gotta. Obviously, everybody knows that Magic's there now. We're really excited about that. I think that's been a long time coming. Magic's been waiting patiently. I know that was probably difficult for him, but he has been speaking about it on Twitter, kind of been vocal about some of the moves the Lakers have made. So now that he's there, I think a lot of the question was, how were the brothers, how do they feel about it? And now we know.
Yeah, they wanted to take back the team by force. The funny thing is when you, I guess it's not really funny, but the thing about it is they tried to do a hostile takeover.
Yes.
And I guess, I'm sure there were leaks that got that out. It said Jim and Johnny Buss reportedly attempt to remove Jeannie Buss and Lakers president, and that's Buck Johnson.
Yeah.
And controlling owner. But the thing is now Jim Buss's lawyer has come out and said, they were not trying to remove her. And as a matter of fact, they signed documents late Thursday re-electing Jenny as controlling owner of the Lakers.
Well, now we have to make sure we put this out, that this was amid the break in the news. So it wasn't like it was just out the gate that happened. So news broke, and then they followed up and said, hey,
yeah,
there was some smoke, but there's no fire.
There's no trouble here.
Yeah, so what happened was they put the fire out. We saw the smoke. They put the fire out quickly because you don't want to have that. What you don't want to have, again, look how this looks. It looks like there's two brothers going against one young lady, number one, and then you have a face like Magic Johnson in the middle of that, and he starts talking about it, and then already you're looking at the Lakers team. You're going, well, you guys didn't do a good job,
right?
That's kind of the consensus.
And Mike D'Antoni, he made a good point, and had Sterling not ruined our deal, we had and I have to give them that. Kupchak and Jim Buss, they had a deal to bring Dwight, CP3, and have Kobe all together.
Right. I remember that, and the NBA got it. Sterling really was the one that got
pretty much.
Yeah, got away.
And the thing that's upsetting is the owner of the Cavs he was the most vocal about it. And now he has the highest payroll in the league, and he pays the most salary tax.
Without a doubt.
Or luxury tax, I'm sorry.
Exactly. Well, here it is. It was a power move, and we know that. And see, that was him saying, hey, you know, even though the Clippers weren't going to really do anything, but we understand CP3.
Do they still play?
I know, but all I know is the rent is getting paid. So, I mean, as long as the rent's getting paid, I'm not really tripping. But again, I still say that was fault on the management. It's like you got to be like Magic's position is like, hey, we got to get that deal done. That's what Magic's position is. He's like, hey, I don't care what's going on with that. We need to get that deal done. So you need to have somebody in there that has that kind of influence that kind of he can shake some trees and make something happen.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So, we can go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this and when we come back, I think we're going to have Coach Anthony on there. So you are listening to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
Coach Anthony, Cali Elite coming up next.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Protexia users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Protexia and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Protexia have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live on IE Sportsnet in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. Connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. And like we said, we're always excited. Joining us on the phone, like Eternal affectionately said, the guy that can come in my house and just get a cup of my red Kool-Aid without even asking. He is the Cali Elite Director of Basketball, Coach Anthony on IE Sportsnet, Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Coach, how you doing?
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Hey, man, check this.
It is great Kool-Aid, by the way. I like great Kool-Aid.
Yeah. There we go. Because you know, we didn't elevate it now. You know, we didn't got away from the watermelon Kool-Aid.
I don't know what the sugar like. Do you still drink Kool-Aid? I'm on Crystal Light now. You know.
He wants some Sunny Delight now, brother.
Crystal Light.
That's new sugar water right there. But anyway, man, Coach, thank you so much for being on the show. Obviously, man, you just been doing a really good job over there at Cali Elite. This weekend, March 4th and 5th, Cali Elite will host the IE Got Buckets tournament, over 65 teams. Last time we checked.
Last time, how many we got now?
I was about to say, last time we checked,
probably 165.
Yeah, we're right at about 70, so we're solid for the weekend, gentlemen, and looking good. We're up at Cal State San Bernardino, nestled in the beautiful mountains of San Bernardino County here, and
indeed.
It's a beautiful venue.
Yes, and then talk to us a little bit about this. I mean, we've been working with you for a while now, but this is the premier tournament right here, the IE Got Buckets tournament. Give us a little insight about that, about the tournament, Cali Elite, and especially with you guys now at the at the new venue this time, Cal State San Bernardino, really a nice venue. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, again, man, we try to bring premier tournaments to the Inland Empire, and so we've done a good job of that. And we've got teams out here from San Diego, Arizona, Las Vegas, so all over the place here.
Nice.
Coming in to compete. So we figured we wanted to show them a good time, and so this venue presents really well. Again, it's lush greens right now, but inside you got 4 beautiful courts inside, and it's in the arena. I've got Division II, Division III NAIA schools present here to watch the high school division,
nice,
both on the boys and the girls side. So again, we talked a couple years ago about bringing quality tournaments to the Inland Empire so that our kids didn't have to travel across the country to play. We're bringing college coaches here to watch them, to put them in a position to be able to get seen so we can get them out of here and get them an education.
Fantastic. And then, Coach, another thing about this, all results of the games count towards the Indy Hoops and Exposure basketball ranks. Explain to us why that was important, that all these teams will be participating in that.
Yeah, so the Indy Hoops, Exposure, basketball, and the AAU ranking system all kind of goes to a credibility of a team. It's just like, the AP Top 25 poll in a college world. You want to, if you're doing the right things, you want to be ranked.
Right.
The ranked teams are going to get the more visibility from the college coaches. And, the higher I'm ranked, and the more credibility I tend to have. And more importantly, the ranking really is not really what I care about most, but the ranking is justification that I'm teaching my kids and developing my kids the right way.
Exactly. No, understood.
And once again, we're joined on the phone by Cali Elite Basketball Director, Coach Anthony on IE Sportsnet, Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Now, I know you're going to have the Taco Man on site, so I'm going to come with my hunger. The funny thing is my wife and I talked about this because at my daughter's Sweet 16, we needed a Taco Man, and I wanted your guy out there, but I couldn't. I didn't get a chance to get to him. But you guys are going to have the body armor testing station. Who are some of the sponsors? And I know this is important. You can't do a quality event without the sponsors. So please go ahead and give a shout-out to some of those sponsors that you wanted to plug.
Well, of course, we've got the gentlemen in-house at IE Sportsnet and Fox Sports Radio that support us, and we appreciate that. And we have New York Life and Company out here creating ID cards. So this is a new thing that we're doing for the tournament, which is, creating these ID cards for kids to verify their ages so that we make sure that everybody's being legit. So New York Life and Company is creating photo ID cards on site for every kid. We've got Body Armor is, again, a principal sponsor for us. Solar City, we just picked up a really good sponsorship with Solar City. So they're on site as well, being able to help homeowners out But again, man, it's really I got to give credit, man, to the man upstairs and represent represent him, because what we're doing right now wouldn't be possible if they weren't if he weren't represented for us and doing the things that we need to do. So I appreciate everybody who's done anything for any of these kids out here, so that we can keep our registration fees low and keep these kids off the street and playing and putting them in a good position.
And that's good. And I know some of the teams that we talked about. You said you got some from all over the states, but you've had some big teams out there that have been involved. I know I can't think of his name right now, but I know you had the coach. He was the coach of the Phoenix Suns. Watson was one of the teams. You've had the Frogs out before. Who are some of the teams that, all teams are great, but who are some of the teams that we should keep our eye on with this tournament?
All right, so I've got Team Inland Elite here. Of course, we've got them out, and we've got Las Vegas Lakers.
I
we've
like
got
them.
Las Vegas Thunders is here as well. We've got Arizona Magic on the girls' side. So great program out of Arizona that came down to support. We've got Junior Warriors, which is out of Fallbrook area down towards San Diego. So there's a lot of good programs here. Local IE programs represented, but we've also got good programs from across and far. So, again, we've got Big Picture Athletics coming up from Santa Barbara. So again, a lot of good names and the good teams here. We've got divisions from 10U all the way up to high school seniors, and lots of good games going on this weekend. So if you guys want to come out, support, check out some local basketball, and we'll get it done.
Well, you had me at Lakers.
Again, a big shout out again, Coach Anthony. Again, this is going to be going down. Cali Elite was going to be hosting the IE Got Buckets tournament. It's going to be held at Cal State San Bernardino. Now, Coach Anthony, real quick, now give us a plug now for parents that may be thinking about getting their kids in basketball. Maybe have some questions about what goes on with basketball. Give them a good word why they should want to go ahead and get associated with a Cali Elite.
So, again, we're a community-based program. We structure, our motto is building character through faith, commitment, and hard work.
Right.
And so we really want to teach our kids about all three of those things and make sure that basketball, it really is a subset of what they do and not who they are. But for information about what we do and who we are, you can check us out online at CaliEliteBasketball.com. Again, that's CaliEliteBasketball.com, or visit us on our social media pages at Cali Elite Basketball. And you'll get a lot. You'll see it. Come out, check us out, and again, we've got some openings. Want to give a quick shout out, man, while I have you guys on the phone.
Please.
My freshmen and sophomores over at Rancho Verde High School over in Moreno Valley, making a lot of noise.
Man,
in the CIF championship tonight.
Hey, look, talk to us a little bit about that, because we were just about to speak on that. The Rancho Verde boys are out there. Coach Anthony, I know there's like a bus going out there and everything. So you gonna make that trip out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there tonight, man. After these games, I'm gonna get out early. Yeah, we again, man, it's Coach Baker has done a fantastic job over there with those kids. They lost their senior big, who's going to UC Riverside next year, and
nice.
So all of the and when I say lost him, he got injured early in the season. And so these freshmen and sophomores have stepped
had to pick it up, yeah.
And they've closed the gap, really, to be able to put these kids in a position right now to where they're in the CIF championship tonight. They'll advance the state. I mean, we got guys all over the place. Riverside King that just wrapped up their season here and going to head into state. Vista Marietta, which is going to be heading into state. We look real good on the high school front right now, gentlemen. And like I tell all these guys, based on what we got now and where we're going, we look real good in the future.
I heard that. Again, this is Coach Anthony. Cali Elite was going to be hosting the IE Got Buckets tournament at Cal State San Bernardino. Again, that's IE Got Buckets AAU basketball tournament going to be taking place March 4th and 5th. We will be out there on site, on location. We're going to be doing interviews with the kids and coaches. Coach Anthony, we'll see you in a little bit, man. So thank you, and keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Appreciate y'all, gentlemen. God bless. Take care. See y'all soon.
Yes, sir.
For sure. And remember, you guys can, if you want to call him, you can call Coach Anthony at 909-717-7031. That's 909-717-7031. Email him at elitesports_basketball@aim.com. That's elitesports_basketball at AIM.com. That tells you how long he's been in the game, because I don't know anyone who still has an AIM email.
Yeah, exactly. And he's still running with it, though. Like, no, I'm still running that.
That's like almost said, I got an AOL email.
Yeah,
man.
for real. Know? Guarantee. I'm going to put the CD up in there right now, man. Look at Hollis like, I still got one of them.
Kids would never know the struggle when you had to sit there and wait for it. It sounded like a fax machine.
Quick, let me tell you, I remember the first time I got online, and I remember my man was telling me, hey, you got to get on the internet. I'm like, man, whatever. And I remember, man, I got on, man, and that thing, I was like, whoa. He was like, yeah, you hooked now, ain't you? Yeah, it was something.
It was so long ago for me. I remember I was in Downey at the Kinko's in Downey, and I logged onto the World Wide Web. And I was like, oh, my goodness.
With the AOL joint, she making a little noise. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
We're dating ourselves significantly.
Absolutely. So we're pretty excited about that, man. We have coming up in the next segment, we're going to have Danny B. We're excited about this.
Danny B.
Yes, Danny B. I was listening to him on the way in. On one of our sister stations, but Danny B is out of New Jersey.
Our East Coast Connect.
Yes, and IE Sportsnet is involved with. We had to say, hey, you got to get your show here to the Inland Empire. So we got Danny B on. But you want to talk some more about what's going on?
Well, yeah, we got. Do you want to do that now? I guess we're gonna go to commercial.
Yeah, because Danny B is going to be calling in at the 50-minute mark. So
okay, well let's do a quick break. Holla, let's do a little quick break, and we'll come right back, and then after that, cause we do have some more local news to get into.
We got some bills to pay. So you're listening to IE Sportsnet Connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B
and Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350. 1, 2.
I've been searching for someone.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Protexxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Protexxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Protexxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
This is Ryan Kelly with the LA Lakers. And this is the IE Sportsnet.
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. This is IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops right here on Fox Sports 1350.
I just want to say, man, we have a great station, great people. Get a chance to work with our guy, Greg Hyler. Really good staff here, man. And so good, in fact, that we have told other people about it.
Yes.
And we brought some folks onto the house.
Absolutely. We're building this thing. We're getting some momentum.
Yeah, all of a sudden, we're going to start, Saturday going to be all us in a minute. But
yeah, and I'm excited. It looks like we're joined on the phone by Danny B, host of Inside the Numbers on IE Sports, on IE Sports at Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Danny B, is that you?
That is me, my friends. How are you?
Hey, sir, how you doing, man?
Just getting ready for a busy day. We've been on radio all morning long. I got a show starting in about 10 minutes right here on 1350. Unlike your show, our show is pre-recorded, though. You know that. We do it very early in the day.
Yes, indeed. Hey, but Danny B, let me tell you something, man. The day is finally here. We've been talking about you joining the Fox Sports 1350 AM family for a little while now. Your show, Inside the Numbers, will be here every Saturday here on Fox Sports 1350 AM at 9 a.m. Danny B, man, talk to us a little bit about this. I know you're excited. Give us a rundown on it, sir.
On the show itself, well, it's been airing since 1994, various stations across the United States and in Canada and some places in the Caribbean as well. The show is really designed to teach people that are betting the games how to do it properly, how to practice money management, what to look for, what to avoid, utilizing the tools that we have to our advantage.
And Danny B, again, I've got a chance to listen to your show, and I'm telling you, you guys do a really good job because you're like, hey, even if you're a small potatoes guy,
like
or you're a big fish, or you're a big fish, you got a little something for everybody. So I always appreciate that.
Well, you know what? That's the bottom line is what's good for one guy ain't good for the next guy. Everybody's different wants, different bankrolls, different desires. Bottom line is you treat everybody with respect and good things happen for everybody. That's been my motto. That's how I treat my members. Everybody gets treated like they're $1 million. No difference.
Absolutely. And Inside the Numbers is the longest-running sports betting show in the nation. I want to make sure we say that. You've been featured on CNN, HBO, ESPN, and, of course, Fox Sports. Now, we know the show is going to come on in just a few minutes. I can't wait to get my notepad out and get ready. But, give our audience a little teaser. What can we expect on this week's show?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We're doing something we've never done before. We give away free plays every weekend for those that call. But this weekend we're doing a 4-team parlay consisting of 2 college plays and 2 NBA plays. It's a long shot. But if it comes in, it'll pay 10-1.
Wow.
So even the smallest player can do well today. Yes.
Yeah,
like me.
Yeah, we all know it 10-1.
Well, listen, it's not easy hitting a parlay. Never mind a 3-teamer, but a 4-teamer. It's a long shot, but I'm going to teach him how to bet it properly, how to do it safely. In my business, honestly, less is better. You play 1 or 2 games here and there. Look for high-quality games, and some people love the fun. They love the action, and that's okay. So we have something for everybody, like you said.
Absolutely. And Danny B, not only do you host the longest-running sports betting show in the nation, Inside the Numbers, but you also have your own podcast, and Eternal and I have been guests on that show. It's the North Bergen Breakdown. Tell us about that and let us a little and where people can find it and whatnot.
Okay, fine. That's fair enough. It's right on my website, dbwins.com, dbwins.com. We record normally on a Wednesday. Actually, this past Wednesday, I had an honor to have Randy Cross, three-time Super Bowl champion, on my show, just talking about Montana, Brady, his view on politics, a little bit of this. It was just, and he's promoting his new show. So, yeah, every Wednesday I have great guests, different athletes. You know, Darryl Dawkins, when he was alive, he was on the show quite often, a friend of mine. Odds makers, Darryl, man, it's still sad. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Good man overall. You guys would love him. He was like Magic Johnson, like a Magic Johnson.
Hey, man,
just loved the guy.
Let me tell you something, Danny B. Chocolate Thunder was one of my guys I used to look at. I mean, he used to tear down the rim. I mean, he had the gold chain. Danny B, that was like one of my, he was one of my favorite guys coming out. I was really a youngster when he was coming out, but I still remember him.
And Danny B, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Fire away.
I had a question. We were talking about this earlier in the show. And do you remember the iconic dunk with Tom Chambers? When he had his knee in someone's throat. We can't remember. Who was he? Do you remember that dunk? I don't remember who he was dunking
I know.
on.
You know what? I do, but I can't put my finger on it. But I definitely remember. I remember Thunder breaking a couple of backboards in the day.
Thunder he was great.
Let me tell you something. My childhood friend Joe was the ball boy for the Nets.
Wow.
Back in the day when Darryl was with the Nets, the New Jersey Nets.
It was Mark Jackson.
Yeah, you know what? They played. Who else was with them? They had that guy. I can't think. A good pal of his had the gambling problem though. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
after the games, they were such good guys, all of them. Back then, the athletes were, they would be more
personable.
Open. Yeah, thank you. That's a good word.
Indeed. And again,
that was Ray Richardson. Richardson.
There we go.
That was his name. But anyway, the podcast. Back to that. Every week, I have different guests. Some of my childhood friends, and the show was really started. Where are they now? Where's this guy? I haven't seen this guy. He's gone on to do this. This guy went on to do that. So, and a little bit of sports, but this is my bread and butter every Saturday morning, Sunday mornings in some states.
Yep.
And, I keep it real,
Yes, you do.
And that's what I try to do. There's a lot of people in the business. I just give you a fair shake. I tell you the way it is. It's gambling. But if you take the right approach, you practice discipline and patience, money management, don't panic, don't get ahead of yourself. You can have fun and make some money at the same time.
And again, you must be 21 years.
Yes.
Eligibility restrictions may apply. Check the website.
You keep saying 24, but it's
I know.
But
go ahead, please.
I said we are excited. Danny B will be on. He got a better time slot than us. He'll be on at 9 o'clock. I don't know how he pulled that off, but he did.
He did, man. And again, for more information on Danny B, visit his website, dbwins.com. That's dbwins.com. Starting this week, you can catch him right here on Fox Sports, 1350 Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
Hey, guys, listen, you've been great with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys have been very supportive, and, I'll get you on the podcast maybe this Wednesday. Andy had a little problem. Andy, my buddy, he just did the photo shoot for the Yukon girls team that'll be featured on ESPN, the magazine.
Yes.
Pretty cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I posted some pictures on Twitter yesterday, but somebody they got mad at me, and I had to pull them down because they weren't supposed to be released yet. So, I still got them, by the way. I still got them. I'm selling them for $50 a shot under the table. Only kidding. No, much respect to that team. 100+ wins and running, huh?
Yes, sir, man. So it's always good, man. But Danny B, we're looking forward to your show at 9 o'clock this morning, sir.
Hey, man, thanks. You guys are the best, and much love to you.
Give him a call today at 800-308-9003. That's 800-308-9003. When you call, you'll talk to Danny B. Not a recording. Like we say, it must be 21 years or older to call. Eligibility restrictions may apply. Check website.
Again, I always say that 24, man, but it's not. It's 21. So
there you go.
Big shout out to Danny B.
We want to thank everybody for listening to IE Sports Net.
Yes, indeed.
Connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And Eternal. We'll be live over at Cal State San Bernardino Day for IE Got Buckets. Again, it's Cali Elite I Got Buckets tournament.
Absolutely.
And we're out of here.
And then Sizzler Restaurant gives a big shout out to the Riverside County All-Stars for competing in the 11th annual Desert Valley All-Star Basketball Tournament. Sizzler understands the commitment, passion, character, and drive that players must live by to get to this level. Dribble over to the nearest Sizzler in Moreno Valley, Paris, Hemet, Banning, and Marietta for a great Angus steak, and you'll get $1 off if you say the Desert Valley Classic.
When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports, 1350 AM. We're out of here.
Sizzler is where all the All-Stars come to eat.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM, IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.